Hey, Irving Elementary. I am reading Chapter 13, Saturday Markets. Sometimes moms let Amanda come with us when she is working her Saturday market booth. Mom shares the booth while Mealy, a woman who sells handmade soaps and lotions. Besides Mom, Mealy is one of the only black vendors at the market. There's also Paul, a man who sells the most beautiful paintings of Portland landscape. Every time I go to the station, he gives me a Moonstruck chocolate and says, "You know Moonstruck is local? Best chocolate in the world." I always act like I am hearing it for the first time. In the fall and winter months, Mom sells the hats, gloves, scarves, and knits, but in the spring and the summer, she knits purses and wallets and all kinds of bags. Sets these over there, Mom says, pointing to the long table draped with the African knit. The green, blue, and yellow blend into a beautiful print that makes the table look like a piece of art. I put the box of merchandise on the table and started to unpack it. Amanda helps me organize everything by color and size. When they're finished, Mom says, "Be back in an hour to check in. Stay close." And with that, Amanda and I are free to roam the aisles of the market, looking at jewelry, stopping by the main stage to listen to the live bands play. We go back every hour to let Mom know that we are okay when she sends us out again. The third time we walk to the market, Amanda says, "Want to get a snow cone and an elephant ear?" "Maybe just an elephant ear," I say. "It's that I don't know, I don't want both. It's just that my mom only gave me enough money to get one treat." We walk over to the stand. She is selling blended coffee drinks and elephant ears. I say to Amanda, "Remember the first time that you had elephant ears?" Amanda starts laughing. "I thought you and Ray were so gross. I couldn't believe that you were actually eating an elephant ear." But then I tasted it and realized it was what it was. The best thing ever. Fried dough, sprinkles with cinnamon, big and floppy just like elephant ears. My favorite treat to get at the zoo and here at the market, I say. As we inch up the line, I can smell the warm dough more and more. I inhaled as much of the cinnamon-filled air as I can. Amanda says, "I think every person in the world should have an elephant ear at least once." So as soon as she says this, I blurt out, "That's it. That's what I'll make for the talent show. I'll give the judges different kinds of spread to put on top of the caramel, Maryberry jam, and chocolate. No one will deny it, and it's most delicious thing I have ever tasted. You will definitely win, especially if you set up the stage like this and make it feel like they are all at the Saturday market." Yes! It's our turn to order. When we do, I ask for an extra plate, an extra napkin, because eating elephant ears is messy. The cinnamon crystals get all over my shirt and lips and fingers, but it's worth it. Amanda and I put the fried dough as we walk and eat the gooey goodness on our way back to the mom's booth. Our mouths are too full to talk, so we just walk side by side, eating and licking our buttery fingers. When we check in with Mom, she is almost out of the merchandise. So I know when we won't be there much longer. Instead of going off too far, we just walk across the aisle and stand inside and says scarves and things because Amanda wants to see the scarves up close. Amanda starts draping herself in the silky material around her neck as her head and her waist. The thin boy, who may be a teenager, helping out, walks over and holds up a mirror so she can see herself. While she's trying on one, I look at the table and rings and the bracelets. They all look like antique things, something made long time ago. I walk at the table and then I see something that makes me scream Amanda's name, but I catch myself. Instead, I just stare at it. It's a hairpin that looks like one I've discovered in the tin in the tiny shelf in my closet, with the same silvery cluster of flowers. "Would you like to try it out?" a woman asked me. She is a chubby woman with brown curly hair. She picks it up and hands it to me. In the moment I hand it and I look at my missing hairpin. Without me even realizing it, Amanda is behind me asking, "What are you looking at?" She doesn't see what's in my hand at first, so I hold it out to her. "Isn't that the same Yes. Well, yeah, I think so. Amanda looks at me, then back at the woman. The woman says, "This belonged to my grandmother. Isn't it lovely? Really, go ahead, try it on." Amanda grabs my hand. "That's okay. We have to get back to Mom's booth." Amanda takes the hairpin out of my hand. She puts it back on the table and drags me away before the woman can say anything else. That was creepy. "Do you think she's a ghost?" "No, not at all. She's real. She's definitely real." My heart is jumping and Amanda's hand is sweating. When we get back to my mom, we both talk at the same time, saying, "Guess what happened?" And, "You're not going to believe this." I started telling her about the woman we met, and she has the hairpin that matches the one I found in my closet. But Mom isn't excited about our news. She is ready to pack up and needs help. "Here, put these in the crate," she says to me. "Amanda, can you fold the tablecloth?" I say, "Mom, did you hear us? I think we just met the granddaughter of a woman who lived in our house and had the same..." "Ryan, honey, those hairpins are a dime a dozen. They are not precious as you think." "But, Mom, it would have to be a really big coincidence for that woman to have any connection to the house we moved into." "But, Mrs. Hart, I really think Ryan is right." Mom says, "Here, sweetheart, put the tablecloth in that crate." When we say goodbye to Mealy, she gives us each a small soap that smells like grapefruit. Amanda and I keep talking about how the woman and the hairpin and our old house must be connected. Halfway home, Mom gets tired of hearing our tales. "Can you two please talk about something else?" "Anything else?" she asks. And for the rest of the ride, I tell my mom how our plan is to make elephant ears for the talent show, but she doesn't seem to be excited about this conversation either. Ooh, chapter 14. Getting exciting. I'm actually wanting to read more, so enjoy.